Everybody welcome in Maria Louise Loves Luxuries all the way from
Hi.
Canada. But the thing is, I should put on, I make those little, hey, coming up on my community. I should put five-ish, five or so. That way people will know it's probably not going to be five, but we're going to try because y'all know YouTube's being a little B. My Wi-Fi is being a bigger little B. So, girl, I am so happy to see you because I was like, is it working? You were like, no.
But you had warned me, so I was very zen, or else I would
Yeah.
have had anxiety the whole time.
Yeah. That's what happened to me and Devin. And the thing with me and Devin, because he was my first one that it didn't work for. And we just finally gave up and I went live and I was so pissed that day because I was looking so forward to seeing him. And I know now that you just have to keep trying with this. Dawn, I know I can send her a link. Boom. She comes right up. I don't know why that is. I think I had Yota once just pop on with me for a minute last year. And it was just like that. So I really don't know. I really don't
It is
know.
what it is.
It is what it is.
Eight times the
Guys.
charm.
Yes. And so, people, if you guys have any questions for Maria, yes, girl, say it. Say it now. Say it loud. I can't get my, oh, here we go. Okay. I never can get my aspect right to where the guest and I look like we're, in the same proximity of the camera. But, nobody ever said I could do anything mechanical. So there's that. Or technical. Sin says hi. Cinderella, kick it up one time. Anyway,
Hello.
Brooke is in. Happy Wednesday. Yes, it is hump day. Usually I do this on Tuesday, but we couldn't make it work because I had a doctor's appointment. So tell me all about what's happening with you. Now, you're in Canada. We know that.
Yeah.
And everybody that watches you knows that. But not to tell exactly where you live, but can you give us a kind of roundabout?
I'm in the Montreal area in Quebec. So
Okay.
I'm in the French part of Canada.
Yeah, because I always say I love it when you speak French because you know how to say all the Louis Vuitton things in French. Louis Vuitton. I do not. None of us down here do.
Yeah.
And do me a favor, can you say the brand that's YSL for us?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah. Guys, did you guys hear that? Everybody hear that? I know. Yeah, we never. I very Jacob says it right. You say it right. And that's pretty much I can't get that one. But yeah. So you were born to speak, you were speaking French first or
No, actually, my family is American, so I grew up with English. But living here, we have Law 101, so we have to learn French. So unless your parents went to an English school, then you can go to an English school. In my case, that was not the case, so I had to go to French school. So you have to learn it. It's a way to keep the language here.
Yeah, that was an experience, I bet.
Yeah, and my hubby is pure French Canadian, so
okay.
I've been with him. Oh my gosh, I've been with him since I'm 20 years old. So it's gonna be what, 19 years that we're together and 11 years married.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So now I've really gotten the Quebecois accent, like big time.
Yeah. Because we will say Quebec, and that's not right at all. It's Quebec. Yeah. So okay, now we've got an idea of where you are and why that you speak such fluent and perfect French. Because I noticed the very first time I ever watched you, you said one thing, and I think I commented like, "Oh, you speak French." Like I could tell you knew exactly what you were doing, girl. So that was impressive to me. Have you guys taken any trips to France? Have you taken any?
We go pretty much yearly to France, to be honest. Every time we go into Europe, we stop by France. because we have some really good friends there
Okay.
who used to live here. But this year's the first year we're going to be going into Europe and not going to France because it just doesn't work out. They're like moving and they have stuff going on in their lives. So
Yeah.
and we've seen so much of France that we're like, it's okay, we'll take a break from France. But it's really
Okay.
different though. Like when we go into France, they hear our accent and they call us, "Hey, salut les cousins," like, "Hey, cousins." Um,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't have necessarily this. We don't have the same accent. We don't have the same expressions. It's different.
Okay. Gotcha. So
Like
yeah.
us, this is a chandail, whereas
Mhm.
in France, c'est un pull.
Oh, so
You know,
they
it's
had
different.
okay, yeah. So they know right away, like, okay, I know that you can understand me and I can understand you, but we're not exactly. I get that. Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes, especially in the Paris area, if I speak French, I order something, they'll answer me in English.
Right. Yeah. I have a good friend who is from Nicaragua, and she, of course, speaks, Spanish is her first language. And you will ask her something, she'll go, "Guys, I'm not from Mexico. Like, we're all not like from Mexico." So it's kind of, I get it. I get the idea. Yeah, yeah. But she always if she sees someone from somewhere else, they know right away from certain things that they say and the way that they say it, she knows right off, oh, okay. You might be from where I am, you're not from where I am. So yeah, I get that. So when you're in France, do you do a lot of luxury shopping? Is that something you're
Oh yeah, I love to. It really, like, when I go to Paris, I'm going to go into Louis Vuitton. It's for sure.
yeah.
But generally, I'm not spending all that much money, to be honest, because the trip is already quite expensive.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So I often don't come back with a bag. I'll come back with more like pieces of jewelry, or one thing that I always bring back from vacation is ornaments. That's what I buy.
Okay, yeah, I love that too.
Yeah.
I do that too. We do Disney a little bit, and so even if we don't go to Disney, we always find in an outlet a Disney store, and I go a little too crazy because I always wanted to Disney ornaments, but I think my daughter told me last year she was like, "That's it, Mom. We're like, we can't, we couldn't decorate 5 trees with these. We're done." So yeah, I get that. That's a nice keepsake that you can keep forever. And yeah, I'm a nut about Christmas, so that would be a
Oh
really
yeah.
cool thing. Yeah, yeah, I
I
love
love
that.
looking at my tree and it's all memories.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. So have you ever ventured into, because everybody's talking about Hermes right now.
I love
So
Hermes. If
yeah.
I could if I could afford a bag, I would have one.
Yeah, I,
And,
I want a beater, as you know. I would love to have a beater. So of a Birkin or Kelly, I would never. But if you walked in, let's say you walked in and they said to you, "Hey," I ask everybody on this channel,
yeah.
everybody that comes on, "Come back here. We have something. You're in Paris. You're at the flagship store," and they say, "Come here." In French, and you answer in French, okay, and you guys, and he has, you know, a Birkin or Kelly. What do you say? "Oh, I wish
Oh
I
my
could."
Yeah, I'm like, honey, how can
Right,
we
right.
make this work?"
Can we sell the car when we get home? Because I'm going to go ahead and put this bag on 5 credit cards. I wonder if anyone ever has. I'm sure not, but that would be a hilarious scene for someone to be like, "I want this bag. You're offering it to me, but I need to put 2,500 on this, 600 on that. Wait, 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 wait. 400 on that, They're like, "No, no."
I think
Mm-mm."
if that's the situation, then I have to accept that I can't afford this bag.
I would hope that anyone would, but you just never know. Well, you know that, and I just watched, who was it? Cassie just did. Why is everybody wanting an Hermes bag right now? And I thought that was very interesting. What she was talking about is just like, yeah, why all of a sudden are we all, is that on our radar? Is that the pinnacle of bags? And if you buy one, if you're lucky enough to get offered one, then what if you get one that you don't particularly want? You kind of have to take what they shove at you,
Yeah.
and then they don't want you to resell, but then you kind of don't really have a choice. If it's something you're not going to carry, that's a lot of money. And in some cases, you can double your money by selling the bag. So to me, I feel like I would sort of, I would tell Bill, like, this is never going to come up again. Like, let me do this. And like in a couple months, I'll resell and make money. But
Mhm.
he's like, I've heard you say that 100 times. So that's
Yeah.
never going to happen. But yeah, so what would be your holy grail? Like if money was no, and you just said, because there's probably a lot of good shopping around you, or that you can get to pretty quickly, right?
In Montreal, yeah, we have one main, I guess, high-end department store called Holt Renfrew, and in there's the Hermes, there's the Chanel, there's the Dior, YSL, Gucci, all that. But honestly, like not even just because I guess Hermes is in, I truly love it. Like I identify with that brand. It's not
Yeah.
because to me it's like the pinnacle of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
success and I've made it. It's like I actually love it. I love their
Sure.
scarves. I love the equestrian feel to it. I love the
Yeah.
simple designs. That's why I'm so drawn to Aspinall of London.
Yeah.
Is it's like they're simple, they're elegant, they're timeless, and that's what I love about Hermes so much. So one day I would
One
love
day, yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Uh,
people have an Hermes fund. So I just bought a beat up garden party that I found out people were, listen, I got so many views so quickly on that one video, and I felt like it was people who really didn't, it was just brought up to them on their For You page, and they said, what's this old lady talking about Hermes? And they, clicked to see what I got. So many people were astounded by the fact that they'd never seen leather peel, but many people told me that's not leather, it's rubber from the Amazon. And they called that bag, they only made it once. It's called the Garden Party Amazonia, or Amazon, I don't know. Anyway, and it is covered in rubber except for the pieces that hold this, the strap pieces, and then the bottom piece. And maybe I think it might have side pieces, but those are buffalo leather. And it was such a problem for people that it started deteriorating and peeling off so quickly that they said, "Oh no, we're never going to do this again." So it is a bag that is notorious for, if you store it improperly, or even if you don't carry it, it's going
it'll
to,
dry out or yeah.
yeah. And if you don't
Huh.
keep it conditioned, but why would they think, like, what we should do, guys? Let's forget this whole leather thing. Let's go with rubber. Everybody needs a rubber coated canvas bag.
Of course.
Like, sure, that, and we'll charge them $3,000. Like, I don't know what, but anyway, I didn't pay much for it. But what I thought, I don't know. I'm gonna run this by you, see what you think. I think I'm going to scrape. I've started scraping because some of it's inevitable. It's coming off anyway. So I thought I would scrape it completely down to the canvas and then dye it a sapphire blue, except for those brown. So I don't know if that's gonna work, but like this color blue, this really
Yeah.
electric, beautiful blue. I
And
love
blue
that.
and brown together is beautiful.
We shall see. Let's see if I do it. I'm notorious for starting something and then I will get a little almost to the end and then be like, I can't, guys. This, no. So, let's just see if she takes it all the way. But let's see if we've got any questions in here. People are saying hi, JP, hi. With your electric toothbrush in your bag, girl. That wasn't my toothbrush, and you know it. But okay. Let's see here. Jack's bag attack. I'm on the road. Let's see how long I can watch. I'm the passenger. Thank goodness you're not driving
Yeah.
and chatting. Watching, even that's unacceptable while you're driving, guys. Miss W says, hello, Winnie and Maria. Miss
Hi,
W. Okay, here's a question for you. What is your favorite luxury purchase over the past few years, and what is on your current wish list?
Michelle. Okay. Favorite luxury purchase. Oh my goodness. Um, I'm looking at my rack, my shelving.
I'm looking at your rack too, girl. Yeah, keep going.
But I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I really love my Tiffany collection, my Tiffany gold pieces. They're timeless. I love them. In terms of bags, um, I mean, it's hard for me to pick just one. Like, if I had to do it, one of those videos of like you can only save one bag.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Probably maybe my Alma BB. I love it just because
Yeah.
it's so sentimental. Or it would be my Mayfair from Aspen of London that I bought with Gwenny in London.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a special bag. Yeah.
two
Because that
very very special.
you got to see the premiere, all the because I'm a big Downton Abbey.
Oh,
Yes, girl. Love it, love it, love it. So that
loved
was
it.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I was starstruck in so many ways, right? Meeting Gwenny, meeting the lion, seeing the
Yeah.
that premiere of the because yeah, I have some projects. We have adoption that we want to do, and
Okay.
the trip we're doing, and I'm just about to finish school, so I'll have a balance in my life again. But
That's awesome.
I really want to add some empreinte, some black empreinte to my
Yeah, yeah.
collection. Um,
Beautiful.
I've been just stalking the website on that,
And
and
it could happen if you're into pre-love, it's the primo time to buy. The market is just flooded with these bags. They're marking them down daily. I have a video coming up on Saturday. I I'm still in shock what I paid for this item, this Louis Vuitton item. It's cerise or cherries piece, okay? And I told everybody, all my purse gals, all my purse beaches, I told all them, and they were like, "Wait, what? Are you know?" And I bought it on eBay, and I thought that the seller was going to send me a bag of rocks. I really didn't think, like, for what they offered it to me for. I was like, you know what? It was one of those things of I'm going to buy this just because I want to see if you're literally going to send me that item for that price.
mhm.
And it happened. Like miracles do happen on the pre-loved market, guys. So that's coming up Saturday. But anyway, those videos that do the oh, what one bag would you save in a tragedy? Even Gwenny and I have done that video, whatever. But
Yeah.
the one bag that you're gonna really save if there's a tragedy, a fire, a flood, a catastrophe, an earthquake, or anything at your home is the bag that's in your hand, guys. I mean,
That's
I hate
real
to say it, but that's
because
what's
I will
gonna
grab
come.
my cats before I grab more bags, right?
Right. I'm going to get my dog and my people. Not
Yeah.
necessarily in that order, but I'm going to get, the living things first. And we'll see about the rest. I probably won't come back into a burning building. I'll cry, but I have insurance, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love those questions. Let's see. All right. Sin says she says it right. She says Yves Saint Laurent. I can't do it. It's a Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent. Yeah, Laurent. Yves Saint
Laurent.
Laurent.
There it is. There's-
The back of the throat.
yeah, you don't say the Eves. You don't say Eves. You say Eve.
It's a
And you
silent
don't say
N.
the T. A lot of people say Saint. And it's is Saint?
Saint. Saint.
Saint. Okay.
Yeah.
Saint.
Saint Laurent.
Laurent. So you don't say the T's or the S on the ends. Okay, girl, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I swear to God, French, you're on my radar.
Can give you some lessons.
Thank you. Sin says French is different in France and Canada, like English is different in the UK and the US.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I don't think I really don't think I can tell if someone is from Canada just by the certain things that they might say sorry, like the way that they say sorry or something like that, or
That's
host.
more Western.
Right. Like I can kind of catch that, but I don't think yours is very. It's kind of just like anybody else in America. I don't think you have a.
I think it's also like I grew up with American English because
Yeah.
of my mom, but Western Canada has a little bit more of that.
Yeah, they have a little, yeah, or a. But my aunt and
A.
uncle live in Minnesota, and they say a all the time. So that's not a, that's not particularly a Canadian thing. So yeah, I don't think we differ as much with our speech and whatnot. I feel like Canada and the U.S. should just be one big, um,
One big
one,
country.
yeah, one big country melting pot of. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I do watch the what is it called? Handmaids.
Oh, The Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, the Handmaid's Tale, where Canada's like, oh, you got to get to Canada because you free up there. You know what I mean? Like, and down here, we'd be like, oh god. And I think about that, and I think I can't do anything but be a Martha. That'd be my job, cleaning and cooking. I don't
Yeah.
do that shit at all. So no. I could maybe work in a brothel. I've thought of that. But that I'd
Maybe.
probably enjoy too much. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I do like that show. I haven't watched this season yet, and it's been out for a long, long time. I'm way behind. There's so much on TV. I think we all, when the pandemic happened, I think that we all just got used to having so much variety on TV. And now I get so pissed when something ends before something that I really love can start. And for a week I go around like, oh, there's nothing. I pay for every damn streaming service and I don't get crap. And then Bill's like, calm down. Something is starting on Friday. You're gonna get to see the and I don't know if this ticks you off, but Netflix is doing this whole damn thing where they used to let you binge the whole season of something, right? They would just say it's coming out May 5th, and then May 5th they put it all on there. They do 4 episodes, and they
They
go,
split
oh,
it.
next Friday you can see 4 more episodes. Then maybe Friday, I'm like, that's the whole reason I pay $25 a month to you guys. So yeah, it ticks me off a little bit with the
I'm
streaming.
gonna be honest, once I'm done school, that'll piss me off more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
right now, I haven't watched that much TV.
You have, yeah, because you're busy. You are busy, girl. I don't see how you keep doing this. So that sort of leads me into my next topic. I was going to talk about this with you. People are talking about leaving. Is YouTube luxury channels? Are YouTube luxury channels dead?
Yeah.
And what do you think? Tell me what you think about that.
I find it interesting. I've been watching a lot of videos on this, and personally, I don't, because I always see YouTube also as a place to get information, right? So
Yeah,
I'm always consulting YouTube to learn new things and before I'm making a purchase. And so that's also what I think we're here for, is to share like knowledge on the pieces we've
sure.
acquired and share the is it
Yeah,
worth it and all that. I think there's a lot of value in that. I still love watching people unbox things, even if it's things I could never afford. I'm like, oh, I love living through you.
I do too.
That
I
is
love
my
that
goal.
too. I
And
always have. I always have. It's when you get so when you get in trouble is when you think, "Oh, I can be just like them and buy every damn thing."
yeah,
I had to figure out that lesson the hard way, but it's a
as did I.
very good lesson to learn. Like, watch vicariously, live vicariously through them, but don't try to be like them. That's where people have a pitfall. But like Autumn, if you watched Autumn's recent video about it,
Hmm.
people are constantly coming in as people go out. So
Hmm.
it's a constant moving train of new channels coming in, and then they get to the point where it's kind of like retirement. Like they might do 10, 11 years. They might only do a year or two and say, this is like work.
Yeah,
When it becomes like work for me and not therapeutic and fun and entertaining, then I'll hang it up and just say, I've had fun and work my regular job. But I can't imagine not having this to take away from the fact that my job is getting so stressful to me. So this is an outlet. Like, this is after work, I can just do this and create and have fun and talk to nice people and be a part of a community that understands I don't have to carry these bags. I love these bags.
Yeah.
I just have to come in here and look at them and touch them and hold them and feel them. I'm just as elated to do that as I am to take them out with me on a run. I'm I'm okay.
You're preaching to the choir. Like, for me, if YouTube becomes a chore and I'm not having fun with it anymore, I would stop. It's been so, the word you used was therapeutic. That
Yeah,
is how I feel about it. It's helped
exactly.
me so much. It helped me through the pandemic, even though I didn't have very many viewers, but the
Me neither.
ones I do have, like, they meant so much to me because I'm like, okay, there's 100 people who care about what I have to say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know what? They're my support group right now, and it's I've just loved it. It's been so therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
And no, I've also made bad decisions in the past before I started YouTube where
Yeah.
I spent
Yeah.
money I did not have, and that debt, it took me a while to get out of it.
Yeah.
And so I'm lucky. I'm married to an accountant who's also
Oh.
keeping me responsible and like,
Oh. Yeah.
here's the
I
budget,
feel
here's your
like if
fun
one
money.
person, yeah, you got to have one person. And for me and Bill, he has never looked at anything. He's never done our taxes. He's never balanced our checkbook. He doesn't know at this moment if I said to him, "How much money do you think we have in the bank right now?" He wouldn't know.
Mm,
He would, 10,000? No, no, no. Okay, 200. I mean, he would know. He has no clue. In between that, yeah. Okay, that's all you need to know. But so I think somebody's hands on the wheel has to be there.
yeah.
And for a while, it was him being mad about it, but not taking control of it. So that's why I always said, like, don't tell my husband crap, because I really was buying things that he didn't know how much he still doesn't. You've seen the videos. I've asked him, like, what do you think this bag, it was a real shock to him to know what one of these bags was. I mean, he was beside himself with, like, what?
Mm.
So someone needs to know what's going out and what's coming in. And I
My
keep my
hubby
hands off
knows.
the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. And so your husband knows that.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's okay. Like if I want to make a bigger purchase, it's can we?
Yeah. Yeah.
What on your like professional view, can we make this happen? So that's why if you said like I had the opportunity at Hermes, it would be like, okay, honey, what's the magic we can do? What are
Yeah.
the movements we can do?
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I'm also like I'm a much better spender than saver, to be honest. My hubby is
Oh,
a much better saver, but I'm very obsessed with retirement. That's I don't know, it's something that
oh.
stresses me out so much. That is one thing I don't mess with. I
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't stress me out. It hurts my feelings. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm in my 50s. I'm a lot older than you. So, I have friends who are retiring and starting to my own sister is retiring next in 2 weeks.
wow.
Right. So, and her partner, and they're, they travel all the time. That's all they do. They just travel and have fun, and they have such a wonderful life. And I'm not saying I don't have a wonderful life. I just have to work. And I know that it kind of makes me sad knowing that I'm not going to get to retire anytime soon. Bill, my husband's not going to get to retire. So we've
Yeah,
always said, like, we will work, we'll come home, and that's probably when we'll be gone from this world. I mean, we will work until we're gone from the world. And so that is a good thing because you're young enough to obsess about it. I think you should obsess about it. I feel like life is short and you guys do have a lot of fun, but you could have a lot more fun not working all the time. So that's a good goal to have. That is a lofty, that's something to think about. Like, I wish I had thought about it all along. Because bags aren't investments at all, guys.
It's not easy to sell them necessarily. No.
Oh, I've been trying, I had that vlog sale, and I probably had what, 5 vlog sales in the span of, 3, 4 years. Like, I mean, I did pretty well. Good. Um, no. This time I lost money. I gave bags away for less. And I'm still stuck with some bags. So that lets me know what kind of climate is out there, what kind of
Mm.
financial people are holding on to the money, and they're thinking about, oh, we got to eat, and that's great. That's where probably my head should be at too. But I mean, somebody's going to have to knock me in the head before I think about it. But you're smart to do that. That's
Well, just
I
because
commend you for that.
I've seen too many people like struggle, and like I don't ideally, I mean, I don't want to necessarily, I hope that I have the chance to not be too stressed. Like I have this lifestyle now where we travel every year. I know that when I'm going to retire one day, I'm going to want to keep traveling as long as
Yeah.
health lets me. Um,
Knock wood.
so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to work
Yeah.
as long as I have to.
Yeah, I am too, but I'm gonna be begrudging it the whole time. So I'm gonna bitch and moan and kick and scream the whole
Yeah.
time. Not that I have a terrible job. My job is not terrible. I just don't want to do it. That's I mean, it couldn't be any more simple than that. And I tell him every day. Every single day I say, well, here I go. Here I am. I'm going back to work against my will.
Oh.
I want you to know that. I'm going to my corporate prison. So thanks.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
no. Let's see if we have. So Caleb's in the house. Caleb Snell, who has a fabulous channel. Jack's Bag
Hello.
Attack, of course, has a fabulous channel. Saying every afternoon to everyone. Hermes is not my pinnacle of bag. That's from Jack. Jackie says, I have never seen one in real person, so I don't know. Caleb has a good one. I was wondering about that, Winnie. I'm curious to see what you do with it. Yeah, that Hermes bag. Yeah, that's that garden party.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I'm not. I'm not going to take it to the leather guy. Caleb's asking if I'm going to take it because it's rubber, and I can peel that off just as easily as he can. Yeah, I should. I mean, I hope I can, but I'm just going to put some gloves on and go to town. I've started a little bit, but I really need some time. Easter, I had my whole family here and grandkids, and they just left today, and I'm like, so like, oh my god, yes. So anyway, yeah, I picked the wrong week. I didn't even think about it. I took off next weekend.
Okay.
Like, what the hell? Why are you like, what were you thinking about taking a long weekend? Why didn't you take it when? So but let's see. Okay, so Dolly says, how do we please be the last man standing and stay on YouTube? Yes, we will. If you unbox a bag of chips, we need your vibe. Oh, Dolly, that was so sweet. I love you for saying that. Sin says,
your snack tasting.
Won't the flaws show up in blue? Sin, I'm going to take it all the way down to the raw canvas. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there should be some flaws. I'm hoping. I don't want this bag. That's what I think. I got a lot of comments about it. Circling back to that bag, I got so many comments about, send it to Hermes, take it to the leather surgeon, send it to this guy, all this. I think people were under the impression that I wanted this bag to be brought back. No, I want this bag to be trashed and beat up and look like hell. I mean, I just do. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I may end up buying a different bag that's made of canvas that already has, it's a reddish color. And it kind of, I showed it to Autumn and she was like, oh my God, it looks like ripped up jeans because it's so worn. So I'm kicking myself kind of like, oh God, I wish I'd waited and bought that. But hindsight, and I've done pretty well with YouTube this month with sponsors and watch hours. So I think I could maybe swing that one too. So we'll see. I don't need
Ooh.
another bag, guys. No, none of us need another bag.
No.
And I love it when people who aren't in the purse, like we are, like we're in a club, right? Like who don't get that, and they, how many bags do you have? Like I have a bunch. Like, what do you need to know? Why are you asking me? Like, I have a lot, and I love it. But I mean, I've whittled my way down from over 100 bags, probably to 40, and that's okay. If I want to have 10,000, that's okay too. I'm not going to yuck their yum. You collect
Yeah.
what you want. I collect what I want. We all got a space here, safe space, as Caleb says.
Yep.
But yeah, Caleb loves Downton Abbey too. Jennifer says I picked up a black Epi Speedy today for $300. OMG.
That's a steal. Great job.
I'm over here like, whoa, wait, what? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, just you got to wait it out. Things are coming down. Just, yes, I love that. But it's a buyer's market, not a seller's market. Because I'm kind of, I don't know about you, but I kind of need to sell something that I'm not carrying to fund a new. That's where I'm at on it. Like, I'm not going to charge it. I'll save the money. I could do that, but then I accumulate the money and get to where I want to on a bag. I'm not sure if you do this or not, but then I think, oh my God, we need, the house sprayed, and I need to buy a new awning, and it's all these other things that when you accumulate a couple grand or $1,000, you think of, oh, I need a new Wi-Fi router. That's probably more important. You know what I
What's the
mean?
growing up decision here? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what happens to me though. But I like to beat up the little things I'm buying, the little, doodads here and there. I like where I'm at with my spending, and not going too crazy. There's not packages coming in every day. There for a solid 2 years, I had packages every single day. Like I had a problem.
Bill would
I
kill
don't know
me.
if I told you. But
Yeah, I would not live to tell the tale.
I mean, it's yeah, it's a scary. I can't believe I did that, but I did that. Yeah,
No, no,
it's a
but like
learning.
I'm zero judging because I know what it's like to have that spending.
It
And
is.
I
It
get, and
really
I
is.
get, and I get in that phase too. Like when I'm in periods of high stress or
Yeah.
high emotion, I'm impulsive
Yeah. Yeah.
and emotional spending. I can't sleep. I'm gonna be shopping online, and
Yeah.
then and
Yeah.
that's when I
That's what
really
gets
get in
me.
trouble because Phil's gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, "You didn't tell me about this." Like, yeah, no, no.
Yeah. About that. And I'm never going to, but you found out. Damn it. Dawn says hi. Caleb says, question for Maria. What was your hardest bag to acquire, be it price or the hunt?
Um, okay, hardest bag to was the hunt was actually the one I'm using right now. It's my vintage Chanel walk. I really
Mhm.
wanted this style.
Yeah.
And I didn't at the time that I was looking for this a couple years ago, I had a really hard time finding it. And I would find it in silver hardware, but I really wanted gold hardware.
Yeah.
So I did find it, and I got it for a very decent price. It's old, like it has wrinkles on the
Man, it
edges. So
looks
I
good
I
though. It
put a
looks
base
really good.
shaper, but I love this bag, and I actually just filmed a video about it because I
It looks
forgot
good.
that I even had it because I've been babying it so much, keeping it all safe. And lately, YouTube's been feeding me videos on walks for some reason, and I was like, wait a minute, why am I not using mine? And I'm remembering why I bought it. Like I love it. And I would think the other piece that I feel very lucky that I got is an SLG, but it's my Dior J'aime Paris collection.
Ooh.
Um, I had a hard time finding this one. They didn't have it anymore in Montreal, or any more of this collection. Um, and I love hearts so much
It's
that
gorgeous.
I was very excited. But this is a piece that this is, I think, the only piece that I don't use, like, in my collection, that it's purely collectors.
Yeah, and it makes you feel good to know you have it, but it doesn't mean you got to stick it in your back pocket, take it to the store every day, and wear it out.
No, no, but I don't do that with a lot. Like, most of my pieces I'm gonna use because
Yeah, you like you. I mean, but I get that. It's yours to do with what you want. But I
yeah.
mean, there are people who just gain joy from owning, like, the hunt. Like, I wanted this bag ever since the day it came out. I wanted this bag, but I could not do it. And it just turned out that I ended up getting those at a steal, but at the time, I've wanted them ever since. And it doesn't mean that, yes, I'm going to pack all my stuff in it and carry it to death. I don't want that. I am very joyous in the fact that I found them and I have them and they're in my collection and I can
Mhm.
carry them. And I've carried both, guys. I've carried both. So I'm just saying, I'm a little iffy about this, what I did here.
Oh, but I think it looks great.
It does. I did a pretty good job on saving and bringing it back, but now I'm kind of like, hey, do I? Yeah, that I don't know. I might run that on Fashion File. I don't know, but I don't know.
Oh, I think it's so pretty.
I figured I doubled this little chain up and put the little compact on there. So
Oh.
yeah, it's cute, and I love when other people, I see another person carry one, or I see a video on one, or I see people with them behind them, and I think, oh my god,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lady Dior collection is so
Yota's bronze one or goldish one. Oh, oh, I
yes.
love that bag.
Emma Andrews, is she? I think she has that, or something similar to it. But yeah, and Caitlin Pulowski had some really really nice Lady Dior's too. So I love to see them. It turns out I'm just not. Am I a Lady Dior? Am I a Dior purse gal at
Is
all?
it heavy?
It's not heavy. No,
Oh,
it's actually not heavy. You would think I still have it packed with my charcoal. I don't want that horrible. But no,
heavy.
it's actually not. The handles aren't. The hardware's not. No, it's not. It. Oh my god! It smells like new leather.
Oh, I love it. I love blue bags. Like, my collection is all black or blue because it's so easy to wear. Oh, I love
Ooh,
it.
yeah. I thought I would always be a red bag gal because I do love a red bag, but I've just got a very few. And then green. I used to buy green bags everywhere I went, never carried them anywhere. I guess because they're hard to style. And
Mm.
I don't have a whole lot of green, but yeah, green bags, I love to look at them. Oh, they make me feel so good to see them. But then I buy one and I get rid of it as soon as I'm like, I can't have it. Yeah. So Sin says my bill is the same way with finances. Yours is Phil and mine is Bill. I'm wondering if she's talking about my Bill who doesn't
Mm.
know, or your Phil who knows
Yeah.
everything that goes down, right? I've wished that I could turn it all over to him, but he just, when we met and we decided to get married, we lived together for a while. He was just very keen on, like, the whole idea of, yep, here you go, here's my money, let's put it with your money and you take it from here. And I went to it was so cute. He had I mean, we were young, but I say we were in our 20s, but he had a lowrider truck. That was back in the 90s, early 90s, when people had those little low to the ground, little mini
Mm.
trucks. And his was impeccable. He had really tricked it out nice. It looked beautiful. He had the nice wheels. So he had bought a set of wheels somewhere aftermarket. And I guess they said to him, well, you can buy this on payments. We can run, and he didn't have any credit cards or anything. He wasn't like that. He wasn't like me. But he was like, yeah, I'll do that. He had no clue what he owed for the So I just on a whim one day walked into the company. That was back before you could pay it on your phone and your computer. I mean, we're talking early 90s. So I just
Mhm.
walked in there with this checkbook and I said, I want to make my husband or my boyfriend at the time. I said, my boyfriend has tires through you. I want to make a payment. He said, okay, it'll be whatever it was, $70. I said, great. And I said, just grins and gigs. What's the total? He said like $88 or something. And I said, go ahead. We're gonna close this out and pay it off to, but that's how he was. He didn't he always can he's like he has what I call rat hole money or stashy money where he'll stash and I'll say, let's go here or let's go. He'll go, oh no, rat hole and stashy money. We're out. I go, come on. We're out of stashy money too. That never had. He's like, well, as far as you know, we are. So yeah, he's real good. He's real good about that. He's always been like emergency money. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
emergency fund money. But he couldn't tell you how much we had of it. He has no idea. So I might go in there and
Okay.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's always like, don't look at my stashy money. I would never go in your purse. I'm like, I don't give a damn if you go in my purse. There's nothing in there.
Okay.
Well, there's that one thing, but I mean, he sees that all the time, guys.
Oh, you
Oh,
kill me.
God. Do they make rubber paint? Sin, they actually do make a rubber coated paint that you can paint over, like, I guess you can paint over cloth, canvas material. Yeah, they do make a rubber coating, like latex sort of, when it dries, it's sort of a rubbery feeling, but I don't want that. I want to dye it.
Mm,
Do you guys think I'm making a good decision here, or what do you guys think? No?
I don't know. I don't know what the result is gonna be.
I know. Ollie, hi! Hi, guys! Oh, my God. Let's see. Okay, at Jack's bag attack from Caleb. Sorry, I didn't see your comment from earlier. You definitely don't want to experience. Okay, aloha, oh Saya, where have you been? Dale, hi, Dale. I love you. How are you? Good morning. We gotta say good morning to them.
Oh yes, hello. Have the best day.
Good morning. Yes. Dale says she loves your walk. It's a great piece, and she loves your version.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's
That
different.
is a nice piece. I like the scallop, not that most of them come down straight and flush
Hmm.
with the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. I've always said, I don't know what is it, the 19? I can't remember. Everybody was going crazy for that bigger quilt, but it had
Oh yeah.
didn't have any CCs and I said, damn it, if I'm gonna spend that much money, yes, I'm a logo ho, call me what you want, but I'm gonna say it like it is. If it doesn't have a CC anywhere on it, no. I
Hmm.
don't I mean, I'll buy another bag that looks similar to it
Yeah.
for way, way less. But if I'm gonna spend Chanel money on a Chanel bag, for me, I want to have it's just purely for me. Nobody's gonna care, nobody's gonna know. But I want to see that it has the CCs on it because I paid that much money. It's just
Yeah, I can see that.
it's a weird thing in my head, but yeah.
If I'm
I
gonna spend
mean,
less, I'm gonna buy a more, contemporary brand.
right. I
Yeah.
bought a vintage Cambone. Is that how you say it?
Mm,
Cambone. Yeah.
that's like the one like Yoda has with the white CC,
Yes,
right? I
I
think they
had
did
that.
them.
Yeah.
They had that collection with patent leather. So I had the patent leather
Oh,
CC.
okay.
That I love. That I
Yeah,
really, really love.
I love that too. But the thing about the strap, and this is the reason that I sold it, and I actually made money on that bag. Until now, I've made money on selling bags, guys. Until now, she's letting them go for several $100 less. But anyway, not thousands, guys. Don't go crazy. Don't take advantage of me. Well, you, sir, I see you out there. You can. No, it had these two leather knotted, at the bottom, they were
Yeah.
knotted, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I just kept seeing all these videos of, and that was 4 years ago when everybody was just, give me a damn Chanel, but and I wanted to be part of that club too, but I didn't want to pay thousands I think I paid $600 from Fashion File before they charged tax when Neiman Marcus bought them out. But yeah, I paid 600 flat dollars for that. Sold it for 850. But the thing is, I just kept seeing all those chains, and I thought, oh, I really want one that has the classic Chanel chain, and that was the only thing that stopped me. Now I hate that I did it because it is a good bag and it was a beautiful bag and there was nothing wrong with the bag. And I got it so cheap. And then think about me trying to sell it today.
Oh yeah.
Double my money. Shoulda,
Yeah.
woulda, coulda. I'm terrible with money. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't ever listen to me. Don't take money advice from me. Ever.
But yeah, Chanel, I do want to add a little bit of Chanel to my collection.
Yeah.
I don't have very much. Like I have a couple pieces. This piece I'm obsessed with, this card holder. I just love the detailing
I
on it.
love. Yeah.
And this has been a piece for me, just like this has been, like that I don't want to use it. And when I pulled out my walk this week and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use my Chanel wallet. I'm gonna be careful about it, but I'm gonna use it. And it's making me happy. It's
If it
making me so
makes you
happy.
happy. Cheryl Crow said it best. If it makes you happy. Okay, that was real good. Thank God Eva's not on here. Eva can actually really sing. Let's see here. Dale says, Winnie, you can add a guitar strap to your Lady Dior to make it a little more you. Hell, I have one. I have one.
Oh, yeah.
I have one.
True, you showed us, right? You bought it on Etsy?
Yeah, it matches. I bought it on Etsy. So I have one, guys. I have one. I'll try it. I'm gonna try it out and see if it works. I'm not 100 on it, but I'm gonna try it because it is a beautiful bag, and I gotta keep something. But there's some pieces like this Tory Burch I'll never get rid of. I love that Tory Burch. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I never carry it, but it's adorable. It's not.
Why don't you carry it?
Okay. This bag is a bitch to get in, and I don't like this. But then it comes with a leather strap, right? It's not really a bitch to get in and out of, but
it looks like the Aspinall Mayfair. It's the same kind of design.
It does. And girl, okay, so it comes with this little decorative chain, and look how that thing tarnished.
Oof.
Boy.
Okay, I thought it was gunmetal.
I know. No, it was brass. It was actual gold when I got it. But yeah, this was a pre-loved buy that had, and I'll tell you how I got a good deal on this, girl. So I painted. These were down to the white. So I went in and I painted. I tried to match up the color best I could. She's not, I'm not an artist, guys. But yeah, I painted the corners where they had gotten white, where somebody had carried it. And I just thought, oh, I did a really good job. Oh, it's still nice. But I've had so many people ask me, I guess because I hang this fake horsey thing, whatever they call those, rodeos. Yeah. I guess because I hang this off of it, people always want to know, like, what is that? What bag is that? But yeah, it's just a Tory Burch bag. So yeah, I think
beautiful shade of pink.
Yeah, crazy pink they call it. It's crazy pink. Yeah, and I think it's adorable. And it's when they made the handles that were stationary, and now they make them where they swivel back and forth, and I don't like that. I like them to stay because when I top handle, like carry a bag, this is how I carry a Speedy. This is my flex. I walk around all over, the only places that I go: pharmacy, supermarket, Walgreens, CVS, Sam's Club, Walmart, all the important places, maybe the mall if I'm feeling real thrifty and I want to be around a bunch of people, or to visit my unicorn at the mall. Stuff, doctor's office. I had to go to the doctor yesterday. So yeah, that's how I carry. And yeah, I love the girls at the doctors. They really get a kick out of my bags. They always say, "What do you got today? What do you got?" So I always try to, put a little something different on. Hey, girl, I got the cherries today. So they were like, "What do you got? What do you got?" So I love doing that. But yeah. So yeah, Dale, to answer your yes, the strap on, shit's great. Yes, girl. Melissa said, or just sell it to me. Melissa, we might be able to talk about it. Sin says, my bill, he's clueless to finances. I pay all the bills, including his. Yeah,
Oh,
I do too. And I got really sick. I have I don't know if I have medullary sponge kidney disease. Okay.
what is that?
It sounds worse than it
Okay.
is. It's chronic kidney stones. So I probably passed in my lifetime 2 to 300.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I know. But sometimes it really makes me sick because I get right now I have a horrible UTI from passing last couple weeks. So if I get really sick, it scares him. And he's the sweetest. I don't know if you're everybody's husband's like this, but he's the sweetest at night when we get ready to go to bed. And he always says the sweetest things. I don't know if it's the Ambien or what, but anyway, I said something about I just feel awful. Can you rub my back? And he said, I really don't want anything to happen to you. And I was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. I love you too. And he goes, no, no, seriously. I don't know how you pay the bills or how to even get into the accounts or anything. I was like, well, thanks.
You just ruined the moment.
Right? Like, wow. What a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry, I'll give you the passwords to everything. You can let all this just burn, sell all these bags and have fun. Find yourself a new lady to kick around.
No.
Cammy made it. She says hi.
Hi, my
To Maria.
darling.
Everybody's saying hi, 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 hi. Dawn says she loves vintage Chanel, so of course she loves your walk. Cammy says, Maria, you need to use them and enjoy them. No, Maria does use hers. I'm the one, Cammy. I'm the one. Maria has just a couple of little card holders and stuff that she's like, I'm probably never going because they mean something to you. Yeah. And you want to keep them looking, box fresh. I get that. I totally get that. Yeah. Dee Dee Bean, how are you? Dee Dee says that's what her husband says too. Really, Dee Dee? Hi to Dawn. So yeah. Okay. So did you what was it you said was on your way out? Some more Chanel, right? Down the road.
Yeah, I do want to add some Chanel. Honestly, I want to get an Hermes Evelyn, the extra small. Like I think
the
Dawn
TPM.
has one. Yeah, the TPM.
I want that too.
I really want one of those.
I love that.
Of course, like longer term, because I'm not really into the Kelly and Birkin kind of thing, but I am in the Constance.
Oh my God, that bag, the one with the big H on it.
That is my goal. Like one day,
yeah,
I will. Yeah. When we have no more debts or nothing else to pay off.
Yeah.
I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Like, I hope.
And that is also a quota bag, right? Those three are the.
Yeah. So probably somewhere pre-loved. Because I don't think I'm going to be building enough of a file, unless something serious changes in my situation. But that's okay.
The weirdest thing though, Maria, is I noticed because I do look when I'm creating a video or thinking of something to do, or especially if I ever do a video with Autumn, like I'll come to her with ideas and hope that she'll do one with me because I love collabing with her. But you really got to do your research when because she's like, well, she'll say like, well, what do you know about that? What's so she'll really put me to the test. So I kind of try to keep going on, doing a little bit of research on the pricing and what's out there. I'll go to Vestiaire, I'll go to the Real, I'll go to Fashion File, I'll go to eBay, I'll go all around looking at, well, if this bag is this much here, blah, 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 blah. and they've all come down to similar places, right?
Mhm.
As a matter of fact, you can score. What is Louis Vuitton's pinnacle? And I really want one now. I did when they came out. Dale has a beautiful one. Capucines.
Oh,
Capucines.
yeah. Yeah, that's
Well,
the one. Again, Yota has a couple of those.
yes, and they're gorgeous to me now, and I don't know why at first I was like, no, 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 I'll never be into it. But now I'm like, wait a minute, they have come down. They were $5,600, and then pre-love they stayed right around 2,200, 2,300,
Oh,
25. I mean,
wow.
yeah,
Because that bag is just
varied,
way too
varied.
expensive. Like,
Yeah, you're not going to get one that's pristine. You can get a pristine one for about 32 right now.
yeah.
And they're asking 6,000, 7,000 for them at the boutique. So that's one of the things that I've noticed. Stuff has really gone. But Hermes, I've been on this looking for that beat up Olsen twins, Birkin or Kelly. And that is the one damn bag, the one bag that nobody is going to budge on. No, people are like, no, 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 3,500 or nothing. And I'm like, the strap's falling off.
Maybe at
All the
some point.
seams are out. It's down to the white meat of the leather. Like, there's not at places like maybe a rat has chewed a hole and stuff. You're seriously telling me that you're not, and I do approach them all the time. I ask them all the time, the sellers on eBay, especially. I'm like, would you take? They're like, no, 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 3,500. I'm like,
Yeah, no,
you
I
cannot
wouldn't.
have. I can't do that. I can't. When
No.
I can buy a really nice capucines.
Agreed.
No,
Agreed.
I can't do it. I want one. I want a beat up one so bad, but I'm not willing to budge to give that much money for something that's beat up and torn up that's not worth, $200.
Yeah, no, agreed. No.
They're crazy. Oh, Dee Dee, thank you. She super chatted me. She's so sweet. I love you.
Aw.
Thank you, doll. You're a doll face. Dale's addiction. Dale says Autumn could offer a researching service. She's very good she will turn over every stone. I mean, not. I mean, I would tell her this to her face. She'll probably watch us and repeat, and we're talking about her. But she's someone who I wish when I was in college was my best friend
Oh,
to help
man.
me with a research paper because she will get you that A. She's the one. She will look through everything and research. And she's not like me when it comes to impulsive purchases. She won't just, okay, that's the first thing. Okay, yeah, look at me, I'm buying it. She'll look. She'll put a heart on there. She'll think about, she's that way. And I love that about her because that's what it takes. I mean, that's,
She's the
you're right.
YouTuber who really got me into seeing the value of YouTube because I learned so much from her. Like, she's
Me
so
too.
well spoken. You can see
Mhm.
that her videos are very thought out.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's done that research, so you watch her videos and you feel like, okay, I have valuable information.
Yeah. And she does it. She does the homework and she knows.
Oh
So
yeah.
when I run things by her, every week, at least a couple times a week. I did today. I said, I'm thinking, I always say, like, I'm thinking of doing a video on this. And she'll say, well, what is, is that a topic that people like? Is that trending? Is that something you think people will watch? What, title? She'll ask me the pertinent, and okay. I like to spitball with her. That's why I say, I'm like, oh, we're just spitballing here. Come
You can
on.
tell she takes her channel as a business. You can
Yeah.
definitely tell.
Yeah,
She's
for
being
sure.
very wise in what she's
Yeah. She's
selecting.
wise. Yeah. She is. She's smart, and I love her for it. I think she's one of the nicest people that you would ever meet too. I mean,
Oh,
talk to. She really is a nice, super, super nice, caring, like if my dog's sick or something, she'll like, hey, how's your dog doing? How, or she's that way. So, she's business on the camera, but in real life, she's a very sensitive, nice person. So
Oh, good. It's the perfect
she's a
balance.
good friend. She's a good person to have as a friend. Dale
Yeah.
says yes. The Capucine's insanely expensive. New, better to buy preloved. Yes, Dale. I love you for saying that. Like the Dior used to be, although Dior preloved have improved in price if you're selling. Dale, don't tell me that. Okay, okay, okay. Because I really think I would. I think I would carry the blue Capucines more than I would carry. I think I bought this bag and then it became a challenge to me. It was just this bag needs some TLC and I'm just the one to get it to.
I'm sure I can do it. Yeah.
I can do this. So yeah, I think that may be what I thought. Devin, tell Kevin happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
It's Kevin's birthday today. Brooke says, Maria, what are you in school for?
Oh, so I'm doing my bachelor's in HR management. So I just have
Okay.
a couple weeks left, and then I'm gonna be a certified human resources professional. And I've been working in HR for many years now. So it's gonna have taken me 7 years. Like I did this part time for a long time.
Wow. Yeah,
Um,
that's awesome. Now, so will your job, I know this happens sometimes at places around here, once you get degreed in a certain area, even when you work in that area, will your salary then go up because of that? Or will you have to look for something else?
no, it's possible. I'm not sure. I already have a
Yeah.
really good position because I've had a lot of experience. I've been really lucky to be working in HR for a long time while I've been going to school, so I'm already pretty well. Um, I'll be it'll be easier for me to find like an HR manager job at this
That's
point.
awesome.
Um, so we'll see. And I mean, I'm very much. I will take a semester or two off, but I am seriously thinking I'm going to go do a master's or what they call a
That's cool.
diplôme d'études supérieures spécialisées in like organizational development or
Yeah.
um, diversity and inclusion or
Yeah.
something. I do want to keep pushing myself. Like my hubby, he's a CPA as an accountant, but he's doing his master's in tax law.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's okay to I enjoy school, so I'm likely not
Yeah.
to be. I'm
That's
like not
good.
going to be
That's good.
finished.
Yeah, when I got out, I said, never again. I got out by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
But HR terrifies me. Terrifies me to the. I mean, it would keep me up at night. That HR, I've seen them come across. I know this is going to surprise you guys, but I've had a few. I've had a few encounters with HR, and I won't tell you they were all grand, but
I'm a nice.
terrifying. I really did. I had there was a, I won't go into the whole details
No.
of why, but I did. I'm just working at my desk one day. This was back when we used to work in house on site, whatever. And I just was working away and I got a bling. Hi, my name's so and so. I'm with HR. I'd like for you to go in room B and call this number. And I thought, oh my God. I mean, I literally I choked. My
Mhm.
throat, I got so anxious from it
Uh, yeah.
that I was breathing
Oh,
and the lady was very kind and she said, "Do you need to put me on hold, grab some water, calm down and come back to the phone?" And I said, "Yes." I thought I was going to have to call 911. I was that holy what? Yeah. Yeah. It
yeah.
terrifies me. Terrifies
A lot
me.
of people, like I can tell that some employees like they automatically think HR as police.
Yeah.
If HR reaches out to you, it's automatically bad news. It isn't, but I
No.
think it's a very strategic role.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I quite enjoy it. It's not
Yeah.
what I thought I was going to do, right? I had originally studied. I did a 3-year degree in fashion marketing, actually.
Yeah.
And it just kind of happened. I kind
Wow.
of fell in HR, and I realized,
You love
wow,
it.
this is actually for me.
Yeah, you love it. Now I'm sure you've had to tell some people like, hey,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh
yeah,
yes.
you're you can't say that. You
Sometimes
can't.
you have conversations you wish you didn't have to have, but
Yeah. You
it is what
have
it,
to,
I
I've
like the
always
coaching
thought that
part.
too. I applied for so many, but then everybody was like, "You what? You the most offensive person we know." I'm like, "Hey guys, I'm not this way at work. Okay, I'm worse."
Hmm.
So there's that. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Renee, hi! Thank you for the super chat. That is so sweet of you. Thank you, doll. Thank you. Kisses. Oh my God. Devin said that around here, the only bag and brand that people know is Loungefly. Do you know what that is? Loungefly?
I
Okay.
don't.
They are cutesy little like Tinkerbell Disney character. They're cute. They're really cute little bags. But they're more of a teeny bopper kind of
Okay.
bag. But people around here, they have little lounge fly sales and uh my cousin in Vegas, she's real good friends with a guy who sold lounge fly bags. So yeah, it's a thing. They can get pretty, I mean, they can get into the $100 range, but usually they're between 50 and $100, I think, 129 around in there. Devin, correct me if I'm wrong though, but
Do they
yeah.
only do Disney collabs, or do they do like Harry
They
Potter?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they do everything. I think they
Okay.
just do like Hello Kitty, just anything. Yeah. They're
Hmm.
cute, very adorable. Look those up if you yeah, when you lounge fly. Yeah.
Yeah, I will, just to see if they have Harry Potter. Love
I
it.
love Harry Potter. I wore my Harry Potter T-shirt one day on here, and I got a comment from someone who literally said something like, "After what she did, you dare
Yeah.
to support." I was like, at first, I was like, "Who? What are you talking about? What?" I love
But
Harry Potter,
like
but
Autumn
I get
says,
it.
we
Yeah,
can we can separate the artist from the art, right?
yeah,
It doesn't
for
mean that
sure.
we agree with what was said.
No,
But
no personality. I mean, we're not going to be. People can create and do the most beautiful things and be the most horrible people.
mhm.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And the most artistic people in my when I worked in radio, the people that you thought, and I'll just say it, I'll just tell you, the meanest person, and I have met many, 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 many musical artists, famous people, was Justin Timberlake. He was the meanest,
Really?
most, yes, horrible, nasty person that I would never want to meet him again. And I took kids to see him as a contest winner. So I had several, it just so happened that the kids, there were, teen girls. It was when he was with NSYNC. The
Mhm.
other guys, beautiful, gorgeous, sweet. Him, he signed, you'd put your little picture in front of him, and they would, "Hey, what's your name? Hi." And I'd always tell them to put "Thanks for last night," and then, sign it, because that's, I'm nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was not, he didn't, he was like, and he grabbed my paper, and
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even get words out. And he went, I mean, he scribbled it with the most mean and like that, and then shoved it back in my face. And I was
Diva much? My gosh.
I was visibly like, but you're like the supposed to look, but everybody loves you, and they huge security guards grabbed me by the shoulders, much smaller then, yanked me around. I mean, he couldn't move me now. Try it, but grabbed me and turned me around, and I was like, oh my, and it was right before he started his solo career and ended his, so there was a gap in there, and I told the guy that I worked with, who was also the music director at my radio station. It's been years and years and years ago, but anyway, I told him, I said, this is how he treated us. These are contest winners. These are people who got to go backstage, and people who paid exorbitant amount of monies,
Mhm.
to see them, and that was the way we were treated. And we did not, let me tell you something, we did not play some NSYNC songs for a minute and did not have airplay. Oh, that's the kiss of death. And I don't even care if you're the tiniest station to the biggest. They need those spins, girl. But when he came out with whatever it was solo, our guy flew in and he said, "Listen, we apologize for whatever we'll have him call you." I said, "I don't ever want to speak to him again." But my music director said, "I can't not play this song. I mean, it's hot. It's what everybody wants to hear." So I can't remember "Cry Me a River," whatever it was, whatever it was. And we ended up, that's how we ended up starting back to play. But I, if I saw in sync, I'd be like, "Boop, boop, delete. I'm sorry, not playing that song today. Sorry." But anyway, oh God, the golden years, me thinking
that just
back
broke my tween heart, like my tween girl's heart,
I know. It does. Whenever I tell that story, people are like, "What?" I mean, mind you, so his record label guy said, "Well, he and Britney were fighting." That was when he was with Britney. Remember the whole Gene?
Oh yeah.
It was that era. And apparently she was, because we were in Knoxville, which is he's kind of in between Knoxville and Nashville. I think his family lives. Anyway, they're from Tennessee, the Timberlakes or whatever. So he had his whole family there. And apparently he and Britney were into it. That's why he was in such a bad mood. I said, no, come on. I don't care. You put on a smiley, pearly face.
This is your job.
Yeah. That's your job. That's the only job you have. I mean, well, it's hard to learn all those dance moves and sing those songs. I'll give you that. I mean, that's, I get it. That's work.
Oh, yeah.
But part of your job is being friendly to the people who love you most and pay money to see you. So, yeah. So there you go. Ellie says autumn is amazing. Jack loves Loungefly, but it falls apart. Oh,
okay.
Well, what do you want for $50? I know. But yeah. Devin says autumn, love autumn. Dawn says, "Oh my God, Timberlake sucks."
Oh, is it me that's frozen? Oh no. Winnie, I have you frozen.
Oh, I'm back? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, is it me?
See, this is why I can't buy another bag. I need a new router. But we live in a weird area. Ever since we've lived here way back, we've been here over 20 years. When we first moved in, we had real trouble with our, not Wi-Fi so much then as our cable. They came out. And every single time they came out, now you tell me if this sounds right. There is a cable leak. Come again?
Cable leak.
Yeah. That's not a thing, right?
No. A cut
They've
cable,
always told us that. They have always said that. That's their answer. They have drilled holes into my attic, into my wall, putting new receptacles in. Oh, we can't. We don't know. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting for our power company. They have fiber optics going in, but they're they're close to us, but not yet. So when we are totally canceling our cable people completely and getting the fiber optics. But yeah, they've always said that.
We've
and I'm like,
fiber
what
optics
about my
forever.
neighbor? He seems to get all the fights and everything back there. He's got a big TV. I see him watch. They're like, yeah, it's just right here on this corner. I'm like, okay. That makes perfect sense.
That's weird, huh? How they divide those sections? Yeah.
Like, I think
there's a street away, okay, but not me.
I know, they're full of it. They're full of it, I tell you. Devin says, I told him thank you out on the hammock with the chickens watching. Kevin says, hey, y'all, thanks for the birthday wishes. Hey, Yowens. I hope you've had a good day, babe. Renee Reeves said, I saw an interview with Karen Grossel. Grossel? Yeah. Oh, Ma Ingalls. Yes, I know who you're talking about, from Little House on the Prairie. And was disappointed to learn, what an a-hole Michael Landon. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, really?
Yeah, I have heard people say that he charged people $5 for an autograph, like little kids and stuff. I think that might have been the interview she's referring to, but yeah, that he was a real butthole. And then he would say, I'm just kidding. I'm not signing crap. He was just I'm like, but he's an angel.
Yeah, we love him.
Paul. He was Paul in Little House in the Prairie.
Yes. Yeah. His daughter is in Yellowstone.
Really?
Yeah. You know the girl with the pink hair? I don't remember her name all of a sudden. She sounds like a dude.
I don't know.
She's one of the ranchers.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yes. She's real. She puts on her accent real.
Yeah, her.
Yeah. She does. I'm like, whenever I hear her, I think, girl, you're in Montana. Like, they don't, God, y'all like don't sound like us up in Montana. Maybe she's from Texas or Tennessee, but she's just really thick and throwing it out. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. But I did not know that was his daughter. The thing is, guys, don't ever meet your heroes. That saying, it's true. It is so true. Nicest interview, nicest person in the world, sweetest musical artist in the world, Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. Listen, like you were sitting with an old friend, like you and I are sitting here right now, and I interviewed her and was pregnant with my second and didn't know it. And she had just had a baby. Declan was his name. And she said, she's got that sort of, like thick, kind of, I don't know, weird.
That is so good.
Yeah. She's got that like, hi, how you doing? She had a Christmas album coming out. And she was like, you got any kids? And I said, yeah, I have a 4-year-old. She said, oh my God, are you going to have more? And I said, yeah, I probably, we're thinking about it. I don't know. We don't know. Oh my God. My baby's, I don't know how old he was. You should totally have another baby. Oh God, I'd have 1,000,000 kids if I could. Oh, you should have another. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was actually pregnant and did not realize it. So I always say, the second one, thanks, Cyndi Lauper. You wish that one on me. But yeah, just a wonderful, just super person. Like,
that's
sweetest. The whole time I'm trying to interview her, kind of like I'm trying to interview you and talk to you, and all I can do is talk because she's got a big mouth, Tim, and I got stuff to say. But she wanted to know about me and my life. And she didn't know me from Adam. Those phone interviews in radio, you get 20 minutes with this one, and then you hang up with that one, and this is so-and-so in Buffalo, New York. Her name is Linda. Okay, you got 20 minutes with Cyndi, go. And then it's like that all day, and they structure those, and they, push whatever movie, album, whatever's coming out. But yeah, she was real interested to know, wow, what's it like down there where you live? What do you guys do for fun? She was just very, and I was like, so what about this album coming out? Oh yeah, it's a Christmas album. Everybody go buy it. Yeah. But yeah, she did. She was very sweet. So Cyndi Lauper, the freaking best. And what's funny, she does those ads for her skin, right? She does those. I don't know if she has psoriasis or eczema or both.
Okay.
But my daughter also suffers from eczema really bad. The one that I was pregnant with. So I'm like, thanks a lot, Cyndi. That's on you too. No. But anyway. Yeah. But don't meet your heroes because you will never. Devin says, I met Haley from Paramore twice and she was nice the first time. So Devin, that's that old thing of the asses that you kiss up on the way up are the same asses you kiss on the way down. I think there's a saying like that, like, don't step on anybody on the way up because you got to kiss their asses back on the way down. But they don't remember that. They don't think about that. You know what I mean? And I've interviewed lots of people who were like trying to climb their way back. And I'm like, oh, remember the first time we talked to you? Remember that? Yeah, you were a real jerk. How you feel now? But yeah, those were fun times. Kevin says smoked steak. This is his birthday dinner. Smoked steak, big boy drinks, and porch sitting makes a great. Aw,
Mm.
that's nice. Tater, she's supposed to be from Texas. Tater, that's right. We
Tater, that's her name,
is
Tater.
that?
Yeah.
But I swear to guys, I talk to all these people from Texas. Autumn, Jackie, my in-laws are from Texas. They don't, they like, well, that's what we talk. That's what we sound like up here. But yeah, she's like really thinking about it. I don't know if she's like, I can always tell if an actor or an actress is really Southern or they just have a dialect coach when they say the word anything. Because most people, for some reason, when they teach them to do a Southern dialect, they think that we say anything. We don't here. In all around us, Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, we say anything.
Anything.
Anything. That's right. But they all, me and Bill are always like, nope, you got that one wrong, son. No, not anything. In my whole life, I've never said anything. No. So that's a dead giveaway right there.
I'm having fun.
Yes, Dawn says she loves Cindy.
Mm.
Someone could have been really nasty to him. The general public can be horrible. Yeah, he was having a bad night. I get it. People have a bad night. I've never met him again, so I can't speak to if he's gotten better as he got older. He might be a lot nicer, a lot more chilled out. They say Justin Bieber went through a phase where he was mean to everybody, and now he's kind of cool and chilled out. So it can happen, guys. I'm not saying he's a bad person.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he was a real a-hole to me once. So Dawn says I sound just like her. Who's Cindy Lauper? That's hilarious.
You did. You really
Thanks.
did.
I channeled her for a minute. Devin says I can't put on a front when I'm in a bad mood now. Well, I can because so many times I did things that I really had to leave at the door. They say, and you being in HR, you know that, like, whatever you're dealing with outside, don't come in here. You can deal with that when you get off, but right now we're at work and we have to act like we're at work. So I've always had that mentality of, okay, I might be pissed, I might be upset, but like shake it off and think about it during lunch and on my breaks and when I get off. So yeah, I've always had that mentality. And then doing what I did for a living, and then kind of used to, I would perform places and tell jokes and things. And when you do that and MC events and stuff like that, I don't care how bad of a day you're having, you got to paint on a, hey, you guys, how you doing? So,
yeah, you have to be in the role, right? But
you have to play the game. So yeah. But Devin, it sucks, but you just gotta kind of compartmentalize all the bad and just bring out the good. But
I still want to talk to an employee if they are going through something like that, because depending on what it is, like it might be, you know what, right now work is not where you need to be.
yeah,
that is not the right priority for you. Like trying to find that human approach too. Like we're working with people, they're not machines.
yeah,
And living an emotion or going through something is normal. It's going to happen to everybody. And so I think it's also being able to give that support.
yeah, true, for sure. And that's what makes you good at what you do, because you can recognize that. Whereas some people would just be, I give you, for instance, I had a friend who used to work at the place that I work. Now my place has changed a whole lot. I did not work there at the same time, but her mother passed, and they at that time only gave her a week grievance, they call it. And now they give you 10 days of someone close in your family, which is nice. Um, but at that time, and when she came back, she just started crying at her desk because I
Yeah.
mean, something reminded her it had only been a week.
Yeah.
And her manager came over. She's no longer with the company, but she came over and she told her, she said, you get it together or you can go. And she said, "Oh, okay, I'll try to dry it up." And she said, "I just thought about it and I thought about it." And she said, "That's my mother and my mom just passed and I can't, there's no way I can function." And she told her, she said, "Well, if you leave, you can't come back." And I know, I was like, "I cannot believe that happened to you. That is horrible." But that's been years and years and years ago and
Yeah.
yeah, under a different,
Some people
yeah.
just should not be managers, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens. I
Yeah.
recognize that in myself, so I would never ever. The money's great, but if it's not something you're suited to, find the money somewhere else. I don't know. I
Mhm.
don't know. You couldn't pay me all the money in the world to manage a team. I'm just not that. I'm fun, happy go lucky gal. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not get to work. I'm not that girl.
No, no, exactly.
But I know what they go through and they struggle with, and I recognize that. Like, hey, girl, we got that. All right. Well, I guess we've yacked on enough. I've taken up enough of your time tonight,
Oh
Maria. We
man,
had
it's
us a good
flew
time.
by.
I know we did have it. It does. It goes by like that. You think you're on here for 20 minutes, you look up and 2 hours is gone. Kevin said, "You see what's on my mind in my face." And Cammie says the same thing. She's not a poker face at all. People
Oh
see I'm
yeah.
pissed immediately. I tell my little girl that your face tells the story. I can tell her something and I can see it on her face that she did not receive what I told her well. And I said, you don't even have to say nothing. I'm mad at you because your face is telling me everything I need to know right now. And sometimes I say, like, if they say something, I say, "Get that bass up out your face right now," or "Get that bass up out your voice right now." Tell them, like, because I still got one at home, honey. I will. I will
Yeah.
snap. Jack's bag attack Southern thing fixing to. We say fitting. We say fitting to go. I'm finna go over here. I'm finna go over there. I'm finna go. It's kind of more of a Georgia thing, I
Is that
guess.
like I want to go or I'm ready to
Like
go?
I'm fixing to go somewhere. I'm fixing to go over here. But I mean, everybody that I know here, we always say, I'm finna go right over here. Or I'm finna go to the store. So when I get back, I'll do whatever because I'm finna go. But yeah, that's more of I think that came from like Georgia and sort of migrated its way up here. But and the Ewans thing, like when I say Ewans, people I think still hear humans, but I say, Ewans, like y'all, but it's Yuns. Where Yuns going to eat? Yuns going to go over here. It's like that. And that came from sort of the mountains up in North Carolina because we're right in the middle of like, we could go to Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, we just go all around where we're at, we can hit several states. So I think that kind of migrated down from North Carolina. So yeah, me saying, "Hey, Yuns," but my stepdad, he came over on Easter, and he'd say, we said, "What'd you do last night?" He said, "Well, I can do nothing what you one's doing. I won't do anything what you one's gonna do today. You was coming over. That's it's like that. You just want to come and eat. Let's go eat." Yeah. So Kevin and Devin know. Kevin knows. Kevin's country. He knows. He
Yeah,
knows that.
I miss Kevin's cooking videos
I
because
know.
I
Me
get so
too.
much entertainment also in hearing him like don't not look dummy like
Don't that look
don't you
good?
love
Look at
that
that, y'all.
goodness ooey gooey goodness.
This ooey gooey deliciousness. Yeah, and also I wish that David would film Kevin doing with just boxers and apron and some cowboy boots. That would I'd like to see that all day. I don't know about you, but I would watch that. He would get tons and tons of views from that. Like, let's do a wardrobe change.
Can you post videos like that?
I think so. You
Okay.
ever watch Chelsea Lynn? That gal? Oh, have you ever watched her? What's she go by? Tammy Chelsea Lynn, I think is her channel name, but she does a character called Tammy. If you ever get a chance to see her, oh god! But she says some nasty, and I'm like, how can you get away with that on YouTube? I can't say that stuff. I would love to.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I get real close, but I keep it PG, HR friendly.
Yeah. I love
Oh
your
my God.
channel,
Thank you
lady.
guys so much. Tomorrow, now tell us what you have coming up first, and then I'll tell everybody what I got coming up. But you tell us what you got going on.
Well, the next video I have coming up this weekend is the tag that Gwenny just tagged me on, which is my one bag from that I would travel with.
Yeah.
Super Deca tag. And at the same time, I am planning a trip. I'm going to talk about the different bags I've been considering for traveling. I do want to do I have a couple unboxings coming, nothing huge, but fun ones.
Yeah.
I have I want to do my Hermes collection. I want to do a spring kind of looks kind of video. Yeah, it's going to be less unboxings and more like creativity with what I have, but I have a few videos programmed coming up.
Sounds good. And I'm going to link you down below in the description box for everybody to go over. If you're not subscribed, get over there and do it. What are you waiting on? Let's do this. Get on it, guys. I do have a collab with Dawn tomorrow. We bought bags that look like Chanel.
Ooh!
But they're not. But they're not.
And I
Chanel
love your
lookalike bags coming up tomorrow. And then Saturday, I found that super good deal on eBay, and it actually came true, guys. You guys are not, listen, when I tell you it was a deal, you're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe it. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Next week, we don't know who it'll be. It might be Dawn, might be Devin.
Ooh.
We don't know. We're going to get somebody on here. Coming up on May the 2nd, we have Totes Jean. So that'll be exciting. Everybody loves Jean. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Maria, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for being patient with my Wi-Fi and YouTube tonight, because it is a source of contention. But I did warn you, and I'm glad that you were very cool about it. So yeah, we got you on here, and I'm glad that you did. And come back anytime.
It was so much fun. I hope to talk to you very, very soon. Thank you, everyone. Big hugs. Mwah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later.